I'm ready. Believe that. You hear me. First off, roll tide full of pride. I repeat, roll tide full of pride. Alabama makes another splash move, right? Getting a commit from South Carolina edge Russia. I repeat, South Carolina edge Russia. I don't want to say his name wrong. Desmond Umeozulu, real baller, real baller. I'm gonna get into the article in a minute, but another great signing for Alabama, and they address the depth chart. They address the edge rushers, defensive line, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We've been talking about building depth on the D line all off season, right? That was very key for Bama to attack that in the portal, and they have done just that with the addition of Terrence Green, Mean Green. Like I said, he might have been the best, biggest pickup of the portal this year. Then you solidified even more with this edge rusher out of South Carolina, dog, bringing more speed, athleticism to the D line, bringing more depth to the D line, right? Not to mention the young players you already have, right? The signees, the players who are sophomores, freshmen, juniors, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So once again, Bama has a major win in the portal, bro. It's just crazy, right? It's just crazy. Everyone was worried. Oh man, everybody was so worried. Hey, what is Bama going to do? These players leaving, certain players not signing. Then at the last minute, damn near last second, what does Bama do? Boom. Pulls a hat trick, man. Lands the center, who I think is gonna be a real dog. Lands Nick Brooks, who I think is a real dog, and he's a big body who can move bodies. What do I always say? You cannot coach size and you cannot coach speed, right? Right. Boom. Nick Brooks, 6'7", 300 plus pounds. Then you have young freshmen, sophomores, man, who are ready to step up. Like I said, it's about development now, bro. Getting these players acquainted, adapted to the scheme, putting your players in the best position to win. If you got to fire a coach, boom, you fire a coach. But at the end of the day, it's going to be very important that Bama develops these players, right? You can have all the talent in the world, cool. But if you don't develop that talent, mold and teach that talent and put them in the best position to win and maximize their potential, guess what? It does not matter, man. It is all chatter, man. Yeah. But what a great move. Let's just go ahead and dive right into the article. Shout out Bama once again. Once again, man, big move. And that's what it's about here. This is what it's about here. You know, getting the best players in, getting players in who fit the scheme. That's what it's about, man, for real. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Alabama lands South Carolina edge Desmond Umeozulu, why he's a big portal win. Alabama has secured another important addition to its incoming portal class. Former South Carolina edge Desmond Umeozulu is moving to Tuscaloosa after visiting the Crimson Tide this weekend. Umeozulu revealed the decision on Sunday. It was a one-and-done move for the senior, who entered the transfer portal on Friday. Final day of the portal window, took only one visit and committed to Kalen DeBoer's program. That tells you a lot about DeBoer. That tells you a lot about this program, right? Right. And how they can quickly and swiftly get these players to believe in them. Like the article says, he's a senior. So what does that give you? More experience. He has more reps. Boom. More snaps on the field. Boom. It will all come into play. That will all benefit Bama, right? And this defense. I guarantee Kane Walmack loves this pickup. I repeat, I guarantee Kane Walmack loves this pickup, baby. Yeah. Roll Tide, full of pride, forever. Let's go win. Who entered the transfer portal on Friday? Final day of the portal window, took only one visit and committed to Kalen DeBoer's program. Umeozulu is in his final year of eligibility. He's been on the field in some capacity in 36 of 37 games throughout his college career. It's a coincidence that the only game he did not play in was during South Carolina's trip to Tuscaloosa in 2024. The opportunity to compete for a starting role at UA was certainly a significant factor in his decision, given the unfortunate luck in Colombia. The 6'6", I repeat, 6'6", 255-pounder signed with the Gamecocks in 2023. So that tells you right there, he is a physical specimen. I repeat, a physical specimen, baby. Yeah. He was a star at C.H. Flowers High School in Springdale, Maryland. Umeozulu was the number 150 overall player per the Rivals industry player rankings and the number 3 overall player in his state. What a great pickup, man. Heavy. South Carolina signed the number 1 player at his position, Dylan Stewart, in the following cycle, who became a unanimous freshman All-American. Stewart is also a player that Umeozulu helped recruit from the DMV area. Former South Carolina D-line coach Sterling Lucas had plenty of other talent on the opposite end, which included Bronco Nagurski, award winner Kyle Kennard, 2024, and team captain / third team All-SEC performer in 2025, Brian Thomas Jr. Bottom line, he's been in a damn good room, but sources have also said he hasn't quite reached the full potential. So that tells you right there, he has room to grow. Even being a senior, right? It doesn't matter, bro. Guess what? Boom. You can still develop this guy, even put more weight on him, put more size, speed, agility, etc. on him, teach him certain techniques, teach him certain ways of the game to make him become better at his position. That is what it's about right there. Umeozulu was certainly wanted in Colombia as he was re-signed last year and again in late December. Dylan Stewart signed a new deal last month, likely becoming one of the highest paid defensive players in college football. There were discussions with Umeozulu in the following days after Stewart re-signed, while South Carolina's D-line coach Lucas accepted the same role on Lane Kiffin's staff at LSU. Umeozulu decided to re-sign on 12/28 rather than test the portal market. And there he is right here, man. Boom. Once again, great pickup. The Gamecocks were active in pursuing edge targets in the portal, adding former Alabama D lineman Kelby Collins, along with his brother Drew Collins, Arkansas State, as well as Tennessee transfer Caleb Herring. Umeozulu, who is viewed more as a pass rusher, which Bama really needs. We have to apply more pressure this year, right? Right, no cap. Would still primarily play behind Stewart. It made a lot of sense for him to find a place where he foresees a more significant impact. South Carolina included a buyout clause in Umeozulu's recently signed contract. Sources on the USC side indicated it wasn't an absurd number, thus allowing Umeozulu to break free as long as it's paid, negotiated from the place where he's called home for the last 3 years. He recorded 19 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack during his junior season under head coach Shane Beamer. Alabama may still need help in the pass rush department. The Tide returns Yanzi Pierre and Justin Hill. Picture him on one side, Yanzi on the other side, or it's going to be trouble, man. Yeah. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. He is a legend forever, for real. But Tua Henry is the only returning Bandit, though there are portal additions from Devin Tompkins, may also play in the interior, and Caleb Smith, plus 5 freshmen. Jamarian Latham is also seeking a 7th year of eligibility, played in only 1 game this season, neck injury. There are bodies in the room, but they need ones who can create pressure, compete for a starting role, or at the very least, make an impact in the rotation. Umeozulu is an edge, wolf, or bandit. He can potentially play either position, very versatile. You got to love and respect that. But more importantly, he's a player who has a lot of experience going against SEC competition each day in practice, competed in a room with current/future NFL pass rushers, and maybe coming in with a little bit of extra motivation in his final year. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he got that chip on his shoulder, man. For real, huh? Yeah. Roll Tide. He has a strong chance to play a lot of reps in meaningful moments for the Crimson Tide. Alabama sure hopes it will see more of this form, more of this form, its new edition in the fall. I guess this is a little highlight right here. Let's go ahead, check it out right here, baby. Give me 1 second, man. Boom. Let me get the full screen. Yeah. But he's 6'6", man. 250. Go get him. Come here. One more again. Hold up. Let's get it. Go get him. Come here. Come here. Oh, yeah. I like that, baby. I like that, baby. Yeah. I like that, baby. Yeah. Oh, he gonna be a dog, bro. He gonna be a real dog. Let's get it, man. I like this a lot, man. For real. And there you have it. There it is. Shout out Bama. Shout out Kalen DeBoer for making the move. Greg Byrne, Courtney Morgan, whoever, etc., etc., etc. But this move was much needed, man. For real. Last minute on a Sunday. What a way to finish the week. And like I say, it's about development, bro. Development. Get these players ready, man. Have these players ready, DeBoer, period. Now it's time for DeBoer to check his staff, go over his staff from top to bottom. Who needs to go? Who needs to stay? Best friends, homeboys, whatever. You know, grew up with them, came up with them, man, whatever. If they ain't getting the job done right, they got to go out the damn door. Man, fire them comments up. You know what it is, right? Big skull here. Roll Tide full of pride. Win, lose, or draw, but we come to win. Here we come. Roll Tide. Believe that.